Hello and welcome to Soul Conversations. I'm Kerrie Wearing and today I'm speaking with Jem Green from Cryshell Magic. Jem has a passion for crafting and creating mermaid jewels and ocean treasures, including oracle cards, workshops, healings and jewellery. And Jem and her ocean spirits will guide you to the depths of your soul. So welcome, Jem.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks for being here today, and we're going to share a little bit about Cryshell Magic and what that means to you today. So if you could just start with, telling the viewers a little bit about what Cryshell Magic means to you.
Cryshell Magic is it's ever changing. It evolves. It has evolved just continuously since I started. So originally, Cryshell Magic, in its essence, was the infusion of crystal and shells into jewelry for healing, to aid, in guidance and that kind of thing. But it has moved so much into embracing the entire spirit of ocean and just creating the jewelry and tools for guidance is great, but it's evolved into this whole ocean spirit thing that I don't know where to go with that.
No, and that's great because that's indicative of your evolution with it as well, Jem. So yeah, so that's just beautiful. So on a daily basis, what do you find connecting to the ocean and, your ocean spirits? What does the essence of Cryshell Magic do for you on a daily basis with your spirituality?
I find it's really healing and empowering for me. If I had to kind of pinpoint the essence of my spiritual journey, it is Cryshell Magic, because that's what kind of it keeps me going. If I'm feeling a little lost, I can come up and create something and I just get in the zone. And when I'm done, it's like, if I've created something for releasing, I've actually gone through that and released whatever it was that was, holding me down or bothering me at the stage that I started creating. For me, it's just on such an emotional level, it just, journeys me through my entire emotional being. And it's pretty cool. I love it.
Well, so it's because what I heard in there was that it's in the creating that
Mm-hmm.
you use it. For you, it's like a meditation, it's like a healing.
Yep.
It's where you connect with your guidance all in one. So it's when you actually sit down to create a piece, like whether it's a piece of jewelry or your oracle cards or something along those lines. It's through that process that it all brings that about for you.
Yeah. It really is like a meditation kind of thing, because I just get into this zone where, it's not, if I'm creating a piece, it's not, oh, this will look nice together, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, no, I've got this, clear quartz wants to be with this Triton shell. And, it just, it's hard to explain, I guess, because I just get into this zone where I don't think, and I don't know, it's just on this emotional level that things happen. And yeah.
It's brilliant though, because so many people think that healing or meditating has to be a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't, does it?
It doesn't. It really doesn't. And I guess one of the big things for me is the simplicity of things. I might sound really silly, but I'm really simple. So I'm really happy and find it really easy to go with my flow and just allow things to come naturally and just be with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're right. Keeping it simple is a real key to that, because then then you don't have the clutter in the life, you don't have the distractions, and therefore the flow just finds it easy to come in. Hey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So how did you come to discover your connection to the ocean, Jem?
I guess I've always kind of had a connection, but growing up in rural New South Wales, we obviously didn't, journey to the beach very often. But when we did, I was always there, and I guess I was too young at the time, or, too lost in other stuff to realize my connection. But when we left central New South Wales and moved to the beach, it was like coming home. It was just instantaneous, just, wow, this is where I truly meant to be. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. And people, people, every single person on this planet know, when they have that experience, they just know, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if you had one thing you wanted to share with everything about Cryshell Magic and its message, what would it be?
I guess, because Cryshell Magic works with the emotional aspect of spiritual journeying, I guess the important message that I would like to offer would be along the lines of not to be afraid to dive in to those soul depths, your inner ocean that, is quite scary to a lot of people. But my message through Cryshell Magic would be, no, just let go and dive in, because, once you go through that journey and discover those dark little places, it's a beautiful thing, like moving through all of that.
Yeah. Because just as you were talking, I was just symbolically seeing, the imagery of the ocean life down in the depths of the ocean. And even just looking at a lot of artwork that all portrays that, there's so much beauty in that, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's what you're going to find.
Beauty that, it's all about you. It's inside, you're inside. It's not, it's magical.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what you're going to find in there, beauty. And you might go through some of the tough emotional stuff to begin with, but beyond that, there's the beauty.
Yeah. And I mean, there's always something for you to dive into and move through or discover and, let go of and that kind of stuff. But once you begin, you realize that the outcome is going to be so beautiful, and it's your own inner beauty and magic that you find and release and shine.
Yeah, that's a powerful message, Jem. So thank you. And so on a daily basis, how can someone bring a little Cryshell magic into their lives? What simple things can they do to work with the oceanic energies and stuff, and especially if they're not even near the ocean?
As if you're near the ocean, that it's quite easy, go grab a shell or play with some sand, that kind of stuff, just sit on at the beach and that kind of stuff. But if you're not near the ocean, just doing a simple visualization of watching the waves wash in, and that can just help with releasing tension and that kind of stuff. Having a bath and just and letting go and visualizing that you're in the ocean, mirroring out your bathroom, that kind of stuff is really easy to do to make it a watery place, a watery haven for you to go be and connect to ocean and that way. I know there's a song called Florence and the Machine have a song, which I can't think of the name of right now, but it's about ocean, and I find that's a really good song to listen to really let go of quickly of issues that you may have.
Yeah. And I know one of the things, because I know I came up your way, which is on the mid-north coast of New South Wales. a couple of months ago, and I did, had a family holiday on the coast there, and since then, like, my inner need for the ocean has been calling me, and so one of the things that I've done, and I don't know how you feel about this, Jem, but we got a fish tank.
Okay. Yep.
And my thoughts behind that, and we just put some it's not seawater, it's more it's natural water.
Okay.
And we've just put some little fish in there to begin with.
Yeah.
But my thoughts behind that was, if I couldn't be at the ocean, I was bringing it to me.
Yep. That's okay.
And I've always found having fish quite a peaceful experience.
Yep.
Because
absolutely.
We did used to have goldfish, quite a few years ago when we moved house, and then we didn't bring the fish with us. But so this time after that, just in the last few weeks, we've got a new fish tank.
Awesome. It's awesome. I certainly don't have anything against keeping fish or, people eating seafood or anything like that. I personally don't eat seafood because it doesn't sit well for me, for me working with those energies. It seemed a bit, I can't think of the word, but it wasn't sitting right that I would choose to save the whales and eat prawns.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean? But I certainly, everybody's entitled to do what they feel comfortable with, and it's good.
Yeah, I think as a family, I think we're enjoying it, and it's lightened and brought in some of that oceanic energy for us. So that's little ways that people can do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and I know one of the other ways that people can bring in a little bit of Cryshell magic into their life is through your oracle decks.
Yep.
Which are a new addition to your work in 2013.
Yep.
And what we thought we could do just now is perhaps, being that we're doing this interview in January of 2014, perhaps we could draw a card which might sort of give us a little insight to the year.
Yep, we can do that. Not a problem at all.
And so this deck, what is this deck that you're using, Jem?
So this deck is the Sea Symbols deck.
Okay.
And they are based on generic runes that coastal Italian witches long ago developed and devised to weave and cast their ocean magic. I love this deck because it's really simple, and when I think back to how Cryshell magic started and even the evolutionary process, it really all comes back to being quite simple. So I really love that this deck embraces the simplicity of Cryshell magic too. Oh wow. Got 2 cards here. Okay, so we have the Send card, and my personal deck is a little darker than the actual deck that is available to purchase. I actually prefer the darker colours, so you can't, it's a little difficult to see them. But we have the Send card and we have the Curse card. So there's going to be a lot of movement through past life issues, I suppose. Those in-ground beliefs that we're not good enough, or I don't receive all of this money because of blah blah blah. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of movement through working out I guess the karmic issues. Got little feet running around down there. What holds us back, and being able to connect, understand, and realize what we do or our beliefs that hold us back, and sending them out and ridding ourselves or our lives of those beliefs.
Okay, so there's going to be a bit of work around that for people throughout the years. So if they find their fears coming up in any way, that's an indicator to sort of look and go, okay, I need to just delve a little bit deeper.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, okay, great. And I should mention, and forgive me for not mentioning this, but you're also a contributor to In Spirit magazine.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so we're very proud to have you on board and bringing your oceanic energies into In Spirit. And because one of the things that I love about the magazine is the fact that we all have we have these different views, we have these different spiritual journeys, and we can just all bring it into the magazine and give people different perspectives, you know?
Yeah. And I guess that's what, life is about, is our own perspective. And no, we're not going to connect with every single person, but within Spirit, having such a diverse group, diverse range of perspectives, certainly the magazine will be able to connect with a lot more people. Yeah,
it's brilliant. So thank you for all the work that you do there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and so, Jem, where can people contact you?
On my website, www.cryshellmagic.com.au.
Okay, brilliant. And just if there's anything that you'd like people to know about what's coming up for you.
We have we have Sea Symbols workshops that they're in the making, so they will be online workshops and which will move into physical in-person workshops. So I'm really excited about that because I have a super special place to hold those workshops. There will be lots of workshops in the making. I'm just in the process of creating different workshops. And related to the sea symbols as well, yesterday I began creating Cryshell jewels to actually go with the sea symbols, with the actual individual cards. So yesterday I began working on a protection piece, so when they're done or ready to be released, they'll go hand in hand. You'll actually get sent, not that card, it's too dark. For example, when I create a Cryshell jewel that's related to the send card, you'll actually get the jewel and the send card in your package. Yeah,
beautiful. So and so people can find out about all of those through your website.
Yep.
All right, beautiful. So thank you for your time today, Jem.
Well, thank you.
And keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks, Kerrie.